What's up, guys? I finally got a package from Russia today. It was not the big package with all the Freebird stuff in it, but I did get a couple of these hoppers for the Bumblebee builds. It looks like I've got one of those sold. Uh, so I noticed that they're doing the valve bodies on these hopper magazines a little bit differently these days. I noticed this a while back on some of the dual hook valve body combos, dual hook barrel nut valve body combos, but the older ones have a groove on this side and that side, and I'm pretty sure what that groove was for was when they were using this valve body in the Makarov. It probably went up in there and then kind of plugged into a female receptacle in there to give it alignment. Now with the Droz, there's nothing to do with any kind of alignment, so it wasn't used, and I guess they figured, well, we could save a little money by not putting those two cuts on there. Just something I noticed. I did get these internal air adapters. Sapper Custom is making these themselves now, and these are not as shiny as the other ones that I've seen in the past. I don't think I paid as much for these either. Anyway, these are basically, if you don't know what these do, this is my favorite style of internal air adapter. It replaces this gas block on the bottom and gives you paintball threads where you can screw in an ASA adapter to run a hose, or just screw in a tank directly to your magazine. Also got an experimental auger spring, and this is obviously made out of steel, and I cannot wait to try this out. I'm 99% sure that this is going to work and last for a really long time. I can't wait to try this out. It looks like it'll last forever and work just as well. Let's see, I also got a set of bronze gears. These are cast bronze gears to try out for Freebird, and so far they're not. I don't believe they're coming with bronze gears. These are just for me to try out to see if we can incorporate them later, because there was an issue with some of the very first gears. This little center gear, it would tend to lose some of its teeth, and then the mag motor would just continue to run without them catching. What happened with a few of the Freebirds was some of these old gears got mixed in there, and because the gear assemblies were together, I didn't notice it until I think one of them came back and I was looking at it, or somebody sent me pictures. Anyway, I think it was either 2 or 3 guns that happened to. Anyway, we've gotten that taken care of, and hopefully they'll all come with these bronze gears. If not this batch, they are on the way. Yeah, so I guess the Bumblebees will include one of these because they came with the magazines. I imagine, I think it was about 2 weeks ago since my last video, and here we are again 2 weeks later, and still the Freebird parts have not shipped. But at least we're getting closer now. I was told a few weeks ago, I don't remember if I mentioned it in my last video, but I was told that the restrictions for shipping over there had been lifted, This stuff was sent via DHL. Ruslan also told me that some of his customers were starting to get their parts again. As far as DHL shipping, it's very expensive, and these did get hung up in Moscow. They needed some additional information at customs, but anyway, they got here in about a week. So if you're dealing with any of those guys like Sapper Custom, and you're willing to pay the extra charge for the shipping, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, getting you quotes for express shipping like DHL, FedEx, or UPS, whatever. Oh yeah, and this is the part that holds the battery compartment. As you can see, I haven't put it on the gun yet, but the battery is supposed to fit right in here, and it gives me a front sight, so I'll be trying this out pretty soon. Let's see, and the Mark I trench knife. I finally found a good replica. It did not come like this. This picture is how it came. And I wanted a black one, so what I did was first went through and I knocked an edge on this. It was kind of a laborious job to get an edge on there, and I stripped it down and blued it, and then painted the handle and blued the pommel as well. Turned out really nice. And Atlanta Cutlery put these out. There's also, I didn't find that link. I got this one from another place, so if you're interested in one of these, I will put that link in the description below. It also comes with a real nice scabbard. So they did a good job on these. I don't get anything. I just think they're cool. All right, so I guess that's about it. I've got, it looks like a prototype solenoid. We did come up with our own solenoid, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. And the solenoid is actually better than the Drost solenoid because and I've tested it for they'll do 8K. I can probably get 10K out of it. I'm gonna do that one day. But the design of it is, it's got a lock ring back here that keeps it from going forward, whereas the solenoid and the Drost, what stops it is internal, and that internal part will mushroom out and then get sticky moving back and forth. And we can put different hammers on the ends of these, different weights, different lengths. We could just do a lot more with these, a whole lot more experimenting, but we pretty much figured out how we're going to run them. So that's about it for now. I will keep you guys posted. And if you want one of those Super Bees, I've got another magazine to build one, and I got 3, the new old stock Bumblebees, and I really want to get the Freebird parts in because the guy traded for one of those. But so far so good, and hopefully we get the rest of the Freebird parts in quickly because this virus is killing me. Alright guys, later.